What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing 5 tips for new players. I feel like these tips will be really helpful just to help you guys progress a little bit faster. Just some general ideas on how you can just make your experience a little bit faster and better for you. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. If it does, let me know, and let's check it out. So the first thing you want to do is come to Grand Harvest Square. So you want to come over here, come to this vendor lady right here, and you're going to talk to her. And what you're going to do is buy these chests until you can get a sit slot unlocked, because you want to have all total sits unlocked. You don't want to have 4 unlocked or 5 or 3. You want to have all sits unlocked because it's going to save you a lot of golden time in the future. So you want to come to this vendor. Let's say your dark weapon chest is baleful, light weapon is syrup. Let's say you're going baleful, so you buy this with your Naru silver, which are very easy to get. You get them from literally everything. You can transmute them with Naru coins and everything like that. And basically how it works is what you'll do is you'll click on it right here, open up your baleful weapon, and you see it has a slot right here. And for me, I luckily got all sits. Now, I'll show you one more time how it works if you keep buying. Let's say you open up this one might only have like 3 or 4, we're going to see right now. So this one, as you can see, is really bad. It only has 3 slots unlocked. You want to have this one that I got on the first try. Very luckily I got on the first try. But you want all sits unlocked, because otherwise you'll have to unlock these with legendary gem hammers like this. And legendary gem hammers are very expensive and also very hard to get. So it's kind of like, why put yourself through the pain of having to do that when literally just spend some Naru silver and unlock all sit slots. So this is one of the biggest tips I can give right away. I see so many new players with only like 4 slots or 5 slots. And I feel really bad for them because they're already like baleful 9 or something. It's like, damn, you want to do this before you start upgrading your baleful or syrup weapon, so you don't have to restart your whole weapon. So trust me, this will really help you a lot. So try to do this when you can. Before you start upgrading your baleful or syrup weapon, just come here to this lady, get your sit slots, keep re-rolling the weapon chest till you get it, and you'll be thanking me in the future for sure. Next tip is you want to try to find a clan. So finding a clan, it can be a little difficult, mainly because a lot of clans are going to ask you to already have high gear. On the off chance you can find a clan that will let you in with low gear, sometimes there's new clans recruiting and you can actually have kind of low gear and join them. So what you want to do is go over to here and then check out the clan recruitment. So you would go to your H, competitive clan, and then you click here. And you want to look for clans that are recruiting. So right now there's only 2 clans on the Euro serving and recruiting, which are Excalibur's Promise and then Work Compo. Excalibur's Promise is actually the clan that I'm in on my main, so obviously I can join that if I wanted to, but they're asking for Raven sits and everything like that, so you're going to have to be very geared for that. And then this one wants at least 1k AP. So obviously, again, both of these are not very new player friendly. They're going to want you to be pretty geared. So again, trying to find a competitive clan is kind of difficult, but they're absolutely necessary, mainly because they give you a lot of really great things. They give you peach bonuses when you're farming for peaches. They give you upgrade cost reductions when you're upgrading your weapon. They also, main core thing about it is they allow you to be able to do raids with your clan and gear up, because the only way to gear up in this game is to run raids. You'll have to do them eventually. So trying to join a clan right away is really important, so you can kind of also make friends. Running dungeons with friends is really nice too, because you guys all know the mechanics. You don't have to do it with random people that might wipe the party or something. So being in a competitive clan is very, very important for the growth of a new player. Again, it is sometimes pretty difficult because most clans will want you to be kind of geared. On the off occasion, if you check this, sometimes there'll be a clan that will say just form clan, looking for new players, or 900 AP fresh out of the story, and you can join that right away, easy. Now, if it's not that easy, what you'll have to do, in my opinion, the best way is to just join a social clan. So social clans are not as good because they don't really get all the benefits that competitive clans give, so that kind of sucks. Also, most of them don't really do raids. Now, good thing about this is, you might be like, why would I join a social clan then? Is because it just gives you the option of making friends. So I should join this, meet new people, add them, become friends, and becoming friends with them is really important. You want to at least make a friendship with people, get to know people, and when you do that, they might be in the social clan, but I guarantee you at least a couple of those members have friends that are in competitive clans. So when you're making friends with these people, you're building connections, and eventually you'll be able to get into a competitive clan. It's much easier to try to do this than just to like just randomly check, competitive clan recruitment every day and hope to God somehow someone recruits you. That's really my best recommendation. Honestly, NCSoft has done a really good job of making clans easier to join for new players, but I would just recommend joining a social clan, make some friends, get to know people, and you might get hooked up into a competitive clan. You never know. That's kind of the best option in my opinion. Otherwise, you're gonna just have to gear up and then hopefully apply maybe to like this one who only requires 1k AP or something like that. Next thing is the daily challenge. You want to do this every day. This one obviously is kind of common sense for most people. You just log in and do your daily challenge, but for new players it might be something that you don't know about. Basically how the daily challenge works is you have to complete 3 quests from this list to get the rewards. So only 3. Used to be 4, so they actually made it even easier. Now basically how it works is you just can pick a list. Obviously if you're a new player you probably want to do one of the easier dungeons. Right now it looks a little bit different because we are during an event, but once this event goes away, you'll just have your daily challenge treasure chest and your daily challenge reward chest, and also material that you get that differs every day. So today it's a Blackstone fragment, tomorrow will be the Hive Queen wings, and you also can see what will be tomorrow. So maybe if you won't be on tomorrow, you can do these quests and just save them and not turn them in, and then tomorrow you can turn them in and have it already completed. Now this is very essential because the daily challenge treasure chest gives a ton of materials that you'll want to upgrade your character. Gives soulstone crystals, sacred crystals, moonstone crystals, and elysium crystals. All these are essential to upgrading your gear. You want to do this as much as possible every day. Also, the daily challenge reward chest gives some pretty decent stuff. The main thing is the solar energy, because you can go to the Dragon Express right here, and once you have enough solar energy, you can actually, if I can freaking find it, solar energy, you can actually trade it in to buy something through here. Most people will use it to buy a soul badge, as you can buy one of your choice. But either way, it's just a great way to get some free materials. So that's really essential to doing the daily challenge. Especially nowadays, it's so easy to do. As a new player, I recommend you always do this one. This is essential to do, mainly because it's the easiest one you can do on the list. All you do is accept this quest and fight like a little mini boss that has 400,000 health in Celestial Basin. Takes like 30 seconds. Very easy to do. And it just like is one down. So really you only have to do like 2 dungeons to complete it, which can take like less than 30 minutes. Like it's not going to take you long even as a new player. You can just knock out Shatter Mass and Desolate Tomb. You can LFP these in F8, which basically LFP means just randomly join with a party. You don't need requirements or anything, because these dungeons are very face roll and very easy to do nowadays. Obviously when there's an event too, it's very important that you do this because you get event tokens. So either way, even with the event or without it, it's important to do the daily challenge every day if you can. So I really recommend for a new player to try and focus on that and get your dungeons in and get your daily challenge. Next tip I got is farming Celestial Basin. Celestial Basin is located here on the map. You want to come here after finishing the storyline. Main thing you want to farm Celestial Basin for is all the great gear it has for a new player. I made a guide already kind of on going to this place because this is easily the best place for a new player to farm. Has all the best gear you can get just to gear up quickly and be able to get better AP and everything like that. Some of the core things you want to be getting is the Oath Necklace and the Eternity Belt. You only have to get 8,000 peaches, and then you'll have to get some Draken cores, which you can get from the Dead Refuse to Die side quest, which is unlocked at level 55. So you'll do that one, get your Draken cores, and then farm some peaches and buy these 2. You also want to get your Celestial Heart because it's the best in slot one you can get right now. It'll go right here. Also, if you have bad gems, I recommend farming this chest for a couple, maybe 2 or 3 chests. Try to get some decent gems. Otherwise, you'll have to buy them for gem powder, and they're roughly like 15 to 20 gold a piece. And you need 4 for one of these gems, so that can be kind of expensive. Farming this is a good way to get some free gems. Besides that, you also mandatory you want to get your Pulse Mystic badge or Skyward Mystic badge. Obviously, it'll vary depending on the class and build and everything like that. But general idea is you want to get at least 1 Mystic badge. That will go in slot right here. Very important to upgrade your character and get better gear. Besides that, there's other optional things that are pretty good, like weapon chest, soul shields. Main things though are of course these 2 right here, Celestial Heart and the Mystic badge, are all mandatory you need to get from here because they're just going to help you gear up way quicker. So I recommend farming here as much as you can. Basically how it works is you have 3 quests, you complete 3 and you get a whole new list, and then you keep completing 3 and it resets the list. So if I complete 3, 4, and 5, I'll get a whole new list of quests after I complete those 3. Obviously, you just look on the map and then it'll show you where they're at. Like 3 is obviously right here, so you go here, complete that little quest, and you just gather up your peaches, and then you'll come back here and exchange them. So this is a place you'll probably be farming a good amount, but this is also why it's really good to join a clan, because you get additional peaches when you're in a clan. So being in a clan, just makes it even better for everything. So farming Celestial Basin is very important. You want to come here as soon as possible after you've done the other tips I listed. So definitely come here as soon as you can. So the last tip on my list is the weekly challenge. This is arguably one of the most important things you want to do in the game. Gives you a lot of gold and a lot of really great materials. A lot of people run this weekly challenge on multiple characters just to maximize the amount of gold and all the items that you get. It's very important you do this every week. These raids are very easy to do. People are always recruiting for them, and a lot of times you can get in without having to be very geared. Of course, there will be some people that ask for like 1k AP or 1.1k AP, but you'll see right here DKV weekly train. He's not asking for a DPS requirement or any type of AP requirement. He's just saying apply for him right here. You just apply to party, and you get to do it right here and get your 8 gold. So obviously, there will be people that have requirements. Majority of the time, you will find a party that will just let you join with low gear and everything like that, because you will have low gear as a new player. You want to get in these as soon as possible. The way you unlock these is from the orange quest. So you get the orange quest right here from your quest letters. So once you complete, the story and everything like that, you'll have quest letters with the orange quest. You want to complete these so you can unlock these raids. That's the only way to do them. So you have to do those. They're really good to do because they give a lot of gold from the orange quest, and then you get these raids unlocked. So it's very important you do those orange quests from the letters as soon as possible. DKV gives 8 gold without a membership, 10 gold for Fallen Ranzu Stool, and 17 gold for Snow Jade Fortress. So, without a membership, you're making a pretty decent amount of gold, honestly. You're making over 30 gold a week just from these 3 little raids that are pretty simple to do. Also, you get a weekly challenge reward chest. This was recently just added with the patch. I believe it was last patch, and this was a really great chest because it gives some of the best materials you can get. Also gives the Raidler Moonstones, and these are worth like 6-7 gold a piece. Elysium Orbs are worth 6-7 gold a piece, and they're giving you a good amount of them. So this is really important. Sacred Orbs are 1 gold a piece, and you're getting 8 through 16. So doing this weekly challenge is making you a lot of gold and a lot of materials. Like, this is so important to do this. Besides that, you get SP charms, help you get higher hormone level. Also get Hive Queen and Raven Feathers. These are used to unlock your legendary soul shields, which are always needed. So essentially, the weekly challenge is one of the most important things you can do in this game. So if you're a new player, I recommend doing those quest letters of the orange quest, unlocking these, and trying to get into these parties as soon as possible. Each of these raids have like little mechanics, but they're not very hard to learn. You can literally look up a YouTube guide for 5-10 minutes for each raid, and you'll know what you're doing. I really recommend doing that though, because it's really annoying when someone doesn't know the mechanics, because that's really all that matters in these raids. The DPS doesn't really matter, you just need to know the mechanics. So doing the weekly raid, really important. Definitely try to do this as much as possible every single week so you get that daily gold and all the great materials. So that's my 5 tips for new players. If you guys have any questions and you're a new player, don't know something, definitely leave a comment in this video. I will answer as soon as possible. Hopefully these tips helped you guys out. I really recommend following them because it'll just make your life a little bit easier and help you gear up a little bit quicker. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.